I can open your pistachio. Here's your pistachio. Yeah, I'll open yours too. All right, welcome back to Teal House Farm. It's chaos right now. Little ones are eating pistachios at the counter. Ivy's getting ready to do her chore, but she's wearing a hat because her and Micah are listening enraptured at the end of an audiobook. And she can't keep the earbuds in her ears to listen to it unless she has a hat on because her ears are too small. Micah has the other earbud, listening to the same book, and is working on her school. The baby is sleeping in my room, and Annie is at therapy at school this morning, so she's not here right now. And we are getting stuff done because my friend Adrian is coming over this morning, who you've all seen before. And we are going to attempt to prune back some elderberry bushes to give her some clippings to be able to transplant some elderberries onto her property where she lives. All right, Adrian is here, and so are all the kids, so they're having fun on the trampoline. It's finally a warmer day, which is nice. It's been freezing cold the last couple weeks, but we've watched some YouTube videos, so we're not experts at this, but I think we can hopefully not kill the plants and get some propagated over for Adrian to have at her house, and then she'll have her own little elderberry bush area. So let's go find them and we'll do some trimming. So we have a lot of wild elderberries on our property, but over here are ones that I've propagated from, I bought some from the Stark Brothers company, which they've done really well. So we're going to trim some of these because they're in an area that's really accessible. Our wild elderberries are like inside that mess and you have to crawl around in there to find them. So these are our different, and they're different, they're not the same. So if you want to take some from each bush, like that big one there and this one, they're not the same variety, and I supposedly that helps them propagate better.
This is one too?
Yeah.
The little nubbies. The video I watched said like give them like the first years are like the best.
Okay, the big ones, yeah.
This is the one you originally
That's
planted?
the original, and then this is.
These
are the shoots. I think they're 3 years old. I think I planted them 3 years ago. I can hold them. There's one. Got it. So what we're looking for are newer looking, I guess you call them shoots. They're like branches. I don't know what you call them. This is not you want expert canning advice, come to our channel. You want to know about propagating elderberries, I'll link Dean Family Acres down below. He's got great videos on things like this. This is not our forte.
Apparently you're supposed to cut the bottom part that's going to go in the dirt at a 45-degree angle, and then you make sure you have two little nodes, like there's one here, and then right after that you can cut it off, and so this will be like one. And you can stick that in a jar with like damp paper towel, and it should start flowering. Like it's already got little buds here. And I think you can just shove this into the dirt too.
So it stays nice and wet?
Yeah. Like right now it's been like kind of squishy. So I might experiment both ways. I might just like shove one of these in the dirt and see what comes up. And then with these other ones, I may start them and let them get kind of, maybe they'll start dropping roots, I don't know, see what happens, and then I'll try both ways.
Okay. I know when we bought them, so I mean it's different because they were shipped, but we had to soak them in water for 24 hours, but that may have been different because ours were shipped cross country to come to us.
Did yours have roots too?
Probably.
So maybe maybe sticking this in the damp paper towel in a mason jar, they'll eventually grow roots, and then I could stick, I'll try some with the damp paper towel, and then some I might just stick in the ground.
Do you want, I have a mulberry tree too.
Yes, actually.
Do you want to take some mulberries?
I do want some mulberries as well.
Let's go. That's this giant thing over here. It's technically a bush, but it's as big as a tree because we never trim it. So. Show me. The straight ups. What about this down there at the bottom? You guys like that one right there, straight up? Yeah. Google says that we can do this the same way, so we'll see if that's true. We'll catch you up in, what, 3 months and let you know whether or not she's got little leaves growing on her propagated branches. As long as it's being released. I think I only need 2. One extra there.
That'd be 36 yards.
Maybe sometime.
Plus 2 feet of 38. You just do the ties backwards.
Do you want me to label your jars for you? I'm like mulberry
What is
on
this
them.
gonna grow as?
So these are elderberries.
Yeah, I know that, but like.
And they'll grow.
Can you
and
get
the
the
other ones are
houses
mulberries.
out from the basement? The
This
mulberries
is
are really
elderberries
sweet.
right here. Yeah.
Mommy got this
They're
new
like
cut
tiny-
from. So is Mommy got this new cut from Chris.
It's like a little bush. Elderberries don't get bigger than like 8 feet.
I thought it was a mulberry.
The mulberry is the big one. Yeah,
Mommy,
mulberries
I
are
want
really
to fill this up for JJ. Can you open it?
What are
Which
you gonna-
ones
are
are
you
the
gonna
sweet
make
tiny
elderberries
berries?
or
Which
not
ones is the
elderberries?
sweet little berry?
That'd be sweet.
So which ones are the sweet little berries?
That's the mulberries.
Oh.
The elderberries are kind of bitter until you make them into jam or something.
Mom,
They
put
make
it
really
right
good
here.
jam.
Put it right here.
And
But not just him.
okay, Adrian brought me some orange marmalade, and you made this without pectin. Is that right?
Right. I just used it was with some grapefruit and lemon and oranges, but mostly oranges. And you just reduce it down
You'll be okay.
until it gets thick enough. And I actually did double. I did it once and it turned out to be syrup, and so I popped them all open and tried again and boiled them down till you put them on drop a little bit on a frozen plate, run your finger through, and it gets all wrinkly. And that's how you know it's set. Yes, and then I made potato soup. This was your idea, actually. But it's ham broth and onions and potatoes. That's all it is. But then when you're ready to make it, you just pop it open, add like a cup of whatever cheese you want, a cup of cream or milk, salt and pepper, whatever seasonings, and bacon. We added lots of bacon. It was really good.
Do you blend it, or do you get it chunky?
If you want, or like I prefer a chunky potato, but you could blend it if you want.
I might eat that for lunch today, so that sounds good. Thanks for bringing those by.
Yeah.
And I'll link, Adrian sent me the recipe for this. I will link that below if you've ever wanted to try to make marmalade without pectin. I've made jelly without pectin, not marmalade. But I know with the jelly, it took a really long time. Like, you have to be really patient to really get it boiled down so that it's nice and congealed. Pectin makes everything a lot faster.
Yes.
All right, after Adrian heads home, it's nap time, and then we finish up our school for the day. The big girls just have a little bit left over. The littlest ones are all done. The baby is hanging out in her swing for a little bit, and the little ones head outside to play. It's finally nice weather, so we're gonna blow some bubbles today. Even though it's warmer, we still need the fire. It takes the house a really long time to warm up because the sunlight doesn't come in, and that was done on purpose way back in time when there wasn't air conditioning and you needed your house cool in the summer. And then after I do that, I take a look at what I need to get done today. So we don't need to vacuum because I don't have any carpets, but I do have plenty of dust. So we're gonna get the dusting done and off the list. And a little bit of tidying up as well. That's for you, for your birthday.
From her birthday?
That's from Aunt Carrie for your birthday.
Yippee house? Yeah, I got it. It's for me. No, we don't play with it. It's been organized there. Let's play with it together. I love that. Let's try it. I don't like it. Oh, look at that. I love
Speaking of birthdays, Isla and I actually have the same birthday, and Sam got me and his parents chipped into these brand name muck boots, which are awesome, and I wear them all the time on the farm now. They are so comfortable and keep my toes nice and warm. Our wood pile is holding up good this winter. We bring in some more wood for the wood stove and just keep it going all day. Okay, so for dinner tonight, the kids are going to have baked spaghetti. So I made spaghetti for them for dinner a couple days ago when Sam worked. And then now I just put all the leftovers for making the spaghetti in a pot with some cheese on top and saved it for today because Sam's working again. So they're gonna have baked spaghetti. I know it's something everybody will eat. It's not a big deal to make everybody eat it. And then I'm gonna give them some broccoli too, and that'll be their dinner. But we'll cover it so it doesn't dry out. And in the oven, it's gonna take like 20 minutes. We'll take the cover off for a couple minutes, let the cheese melt, and then we'll be good. Then we're gonna try the soup that Adrienne made. So she had the idea to make potato soup base, which would be potatoes with the onions, and asked me if I thought that would work, which of course it would. And then I said, you know, you should can it in the broth. So she did ham broth, it's nice and salty for a bacon potato soup. And that's what this is. So one of the things with home canned things, and you'll look at this, this is not a very appetizing color, right? When you're making things and they aren't store-bought, which means they don't have preservatives, they don't have coloring added to them. Sometimes you look at things, you'll be like, why do they even add coloring to this, you know, item? And a lot of times it's because once you can something, you can end up with a less than appetizing color, even though the food is still fine. So preservatives are not just about shelf life, they're also about whether or not it looks appealing when you open the can, because generally people won't buy things that don't look appealing. So things in your home canning pantry sometimes have a less than appealing color, even though they are just fine and taste great. So tonight for my dinner, because I don't really want spaghetti, again, I'm going to make this potato soup. We're going to add some cream cheese to it, some cream, and some bacon pieces. I have some pre-cooked bacon pieces. Put that all together. It is not going to have a bright white color like creamy potato soup from the store because it is home canned, but it should still taste absolutely delicious. So I'm going to go ahead and put that together, and maybe sometime in the future I'll put together a video about canning this pre-made soup mix as well. We're going to go ahead and crack open the jar and start getting things warmed up. While it's warming up in this pot, I am going to go ahead and add the bacon, but I'm going to wait on the other ingredients for a minute. The ham broth is super salty. We definitely don't need to add any salt. I'm going to make these frozen vegetables for the kids to go with their spaghetti, but I'm going to pull out some of the broccoli and carrots to add to my soup just for some extra vegetables. And I am going to dice them up to smaller pieces so they're easier to eat in the soup. Add those in, and while we're waiting for it to heat up, I have this 40-cent loaf of bread. I got a whole bunch last time I went to Walmart. We're going to add some butter to go along with the spaghetti and my soup. Super great find, and I have 4 more of these in my freezer. I had about a cup of milk, and I didn't have any cream cheese after all, so we're doing some sour cream, and that worked out just fine. We're going to go ahead and plate the vegetables and the spaghetti. And then my soup is ready. This made about 3 servings, so we put the leftovers in the fridge to enjoy for lunch on another day. And I didn't have any shredded cheese, so I just cut up some chunks from a block of cheddar. And like I said, the color is not as bright as if you bought it at the store, but it tasted amazing. This was really good. We play our favorite dinner game, which is Guess the Disney Princess, and enjoyed some spaghetti. Spaghetti is always a super messy meal, even though everybody loves it, so you can definitely tell there are baths after dinner tonight.
I'm a square, I'm a square, I'm a square.
You're a square?
Yeah.
It's Goobs' birthday. How big are you?
4 now.
You're 4.
Yeah.
So, Goobs is 4. What does it feel like being 4?
Great.
Feels great. And so tonight we're celebrating on their birthdays. They get a special movie night with Mommy and Daddy if he's home, but Daddy's not home tonight. But that's okay.
And the baby.
So we got our popcorn. We're going to pick a movie. And we got our chocolate chips, which is the candy she asked for. Are you ready to pick a show?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Say bye to everybody.
Bye.
Thanks for watching. See you next time.
It's a smile.